Good morning, Cornerstone. Fenton here, bringing you your inspirational vitamin for the day. We've got two passages that are connected. The first of which comes from Exodus chapter 19. And this is when Israel's at Mount Sinai and they're joining into a covenant or a partnership with God. So we're going to start in verse 3. It says, Moses went up the mountain to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain. This is what you must say to the house of Jacob and explain to the Israelites. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you will carefully listen to me and keep my covenant, you will be my own possession out of all the peoples, although the whole earth is mine. And you will be my kingdom of priests and my holy nation. These are the words you are to say to the Israelites. After Moses came back, he summoned the elders of the people and set before them all these words that the Lord had commanded him. Then all the people responded together, we will do all that the Lord has spoken. So Moses brought the people's words back to the Lord. So basically, here the Israelites enter into a covenant or a partnership with God, and He tells them, if you'll listen and keep my covenant, you'll be my possession. You'll belong to me. Even though the whole earth is mine, you'll be like my special possession. You'll be my kingdom of priests. They were going to be a kingdom where every member was a priest. Every member was meant to serve as a go-between or a bridge to God for others. And He says, my holy nation, so my set apart nation. Again, this idea that they're special. And so Moses takes these words back to the people and they say, we're going to do all the Lord has commanded. Well, if you've read any of the Old Testament, you know that ultimately they do not do all of that. Again, before this book even ends, they're building the golden calf. They're building false idols, and they break this covenant. And if you look at Israel's history throughout the Old Testament, God is continually trying to be in relationship with them, but they continue to break the covenant over and over again. And so because of that, they stop being a set apart nation. They stop being this kingdom of priests because they don't listen to His words and keep His covenant. Now, as I read that, that might have sounded very familiar to you. Lots of us that have read scriptures in the New Testament have probably read this verse over in First Peter chapter 2. It's very similar to this. And Peter's writing this letter to Christians that are scattered, living as exiles all throughout different parts of Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. And in First Peter chapter 2, he says this, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for His possession, so that you may proclaim the praises of the one who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. You had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. And so I love this idea that the promise that was originally given to the Israelites at Sinai is still possible to be fulfilled, but in Christ Jesus. You know, as Christians, as followers of Jesus, we are called out of darkness and into God's marvelous light. And when we come into the light, when we submit to the kingship of Jesus, we become that chosen race. You know, the promise that was made to Israel is open to everyone through Christ, the Messiah. We become a royal priesthood, again, a kingdom of priests, a holy nation, a set apart group of people that belong to God. And so, you know, my encouragement for us today as we look at these scriptures is because this promise is true for us, let's be that kingdom of priests. You know, who can we be a bridge for today? How can you be a reconciler today? Maybe your kids are fighting in your house, or maybe you're fighting, or maybe had a fight with your spouse. You know, how can you reconcile that relationship? Maybe you need to apologize, or maybe there's someone else in your family or friends you know that are not on good terms, had somewhat of a fallout. Are there steps you could take to help start to bridge and mend that relationship? You know, we're meant to be a kingdom of priests. And so that is my encouragement today. Who can we be a bridge to? Maybe it's with a lost person, talking to them about Jesus, inviting them to church, asking them to study the Bible, inviting them into your home so that you can, again, bring someone near to Christ. It could be in your family. It could be in your neighborhood. It could be at your job, whatnot. Whatever you're doing this Saturday, it could be at the grocery store. You know, can you be a bridge builder? Be a member of this kingdom of priests, a royal priesthood. So that's my inspirational vitamin for the day. Have a great, great Saturday. And we'll see you at church tomorrow, 10 o'clock. We're going to be starting a new series in the month of October. And I'm excited to share with you. You kind of wait for the surprise on what it's going to be tomorrow. So love you all. Have a great day.